Today I'm making baked rigatoni for dinner. This is going to be good. Here we go. So I'm going to start making dinner. In a preheated pan, I'm going to add a tablespoon and a half of cooking oil, and I'm going to saute half of a small onion, 1 celery stick, and 2 carrots that I finely chopped. I will also add a pinch of salt to help the process of sauteing and softening my aromatics in the pan. This will take some time, and I'm working with a medium to medium-high heat. My aromatics have softened and the onions are translucent, so I'm going to add a little bit of crushed red pepper flakes into the pan, maybe a 1/4 teaspoon. Here I'm adding cracked black pepper, and I'm also going to add 2 cloves of finely minced garlic. I don't want to burn the garlic, so I'm just going to saute quickly. Here I have 1 pound of lean ground beef and 1 pound of mild Italian sausage. This is ground Italian sausage. Now, if you want spicy Italian sausage, that also works. I like to control the spice because I don't want it super spicy. I'm going to add salt, and I'm also going to add a little bit of dried Italian herb blend, and also some cracked black pepper to the ground beef. Now I'm just going to break the meat apart, combine, and cook well. I'm working with lean ground beef, but any rendered fat from the Italian pork sausage that I worked with, I'll remove it from the pan. A little bit of fat adds flavor, but too much kind of ruins the dish. Here I'm working with a 24-ounce jar of store-bought marinara sauce. Use the pasta sauce or method that you prefer. If you want this to be even saucier, a 32-ounce jar would go well with this. But I'm working with 24 ounces of marinara sauce. I'm also going to add like a 1/3 cup of water and swish it around the jar to get any residual pasta sauce. And that's going right into the pan. And all I'm going to do now is give it a mix and bring it to a gentle simmer. So I want to mention, for those of you that have not heard or haven't heard me mention this in my recent videos, my Facebook page, Simply Mama Cooks, has been hacked. The hackers changed the name to Simply Cooks. So if you are just now finding out, I would like for you not to interact with that page, report it, unfollow, and block. Now I'm going to cover with a lid. I'm going to lower the heat and let it gently simmer for about 15 minutes. So you'll want to start bringing your pasta water up to boil. My sauce is done, so now I'm going to add ricotta cheese. This is a 15-ounce container of ricotta cheese, and it's going into the meat sauce. Sometimes if I don't have ricotta cheese, I add a cup of heavy cream. And if you don't have either, leave it out. It's still good. But adding ricotta cheese to the meat sauce just adds an extra layer of taste and texture to this thick and hearty meat sauce. You'll want to start to preheat your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit. Now for the pasta water, I'm going to add salt. For this recipe, I'm using 1 pound of rigatoni, and I'm going to boil mine for 12 minutes. Sometimes the pasta cook time varies depending on brand or type of pasta, but today I'm going for 12 minutes. I'm going to give this a mix and bring it up to a boil and let it cook. For this recipe, I'm going to use somewhere between 8 to 12 ounces of shredded low moisture mozzarella cheese. Use the type of mozzarella cheese that you prefer, but this is what I have. So my pasta is ready. I'm just going to remove it from the pasta water and strain it and add it right into my meat sauce. Hopefully it all fits in this pan. I think I can do this. So I find using a strainer for scooping out pasta kind of comes in handy. And I want to make sure I don't leave any stragglers behind. But you can definitely drain your pasta and always reserve pasta water. I find that sometimes that helps to bring a pasta sauce or meat sauce back to life. So just reserving a 1/2 cup or so helps. So now I'm going to add a handful of my shredded cheese, and I'm going to mix and combine well. So for those of you that have been following me for quite some time, know that I love to make pasta bakes. I have several on my channel. I will try to link some throughout this video or in the description below. I recently recreated the viral baked spaghetti that went viral on social media. Quite honestly, I did something very similar years ago, but I did recreate it because it was trending last year, so why not? I will link that in the description. So now I'm going to add the rest of my cheese on top, and I'm just sort of going to try to do this as evenly as possible, but it is kind of hot, so I'm trying not to touch it. But it's going to go right on top, and like I stated earlier, use the cheese that you prefer. And I'm going to be baking this in a preheated oven at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes. Really what I'm trying to achieve is just a crispy, crusty, ooey gooey cheese crust on top. So after about 30 minutes, this is what I ended up with. And it looks good to me, so I am going to carefully remove this from the oven. And as much as I want to tell you to remove it from the oven and let it set, you can dig right in. Look at this. It's so delicious and cheesy. I can't wait to dig in. And you can garnish how you prefer. Here I have some lightly dried parsley that I chopped earlier that's been sort of sitting on my counter. I'm going to garnish with that. You can also add extra crushed red pepper flakes, grated Parmesan cheese, and dig in. Crusty garlic bread and a side salad makes this a wonderful meal. So I'm going for it. And I'm going to see if I can get a cheese pull. Ooh, there it is. This looks so good. Look at that. Just cheesy, hearty meat sauce. The pasta, so good. So comforting. My son loves this when I make some sort of pasta bake. So I'm just going to serve a plate, garnish, and it's time to dig in. So be sure that you check your notifications. And if you're not subscribed, maybe subscribe, because I do pasta bakes all the time. I do a variety of recipes on my channel, and sometimes I even do requests if you comment down below and I feel like eating it or making it for my family. So I'm garnishing with grated Parmesan cheese, some more parsley, and it's time to dig in. My family loves this. So I hope you liked the video, and I will see you in the next one.